2007 to 2010, when Democrats were in charge of the House of Representatives, we were, according to the American Enterprise Institute scholars, as a very conservative group, the most effective Congress since 1964. We passed health care, we passed great higher education legislation, we passed an energy policy. You go right on down the line to things that got through the House, got through the Senate, and the President signed them into law. Now, the Tea Party people didn't like it, and they've been spending enormous amounts of money to push back on that, but the fact of the matter was we got things done, which meant we had to reach across the aisle. We had to get enough votes to move forward, and we have always understood that that's the way the process works. We were moving forward together, and they don't want to do that. All right? They have a very stark agenda funded by people like the Koch brothers and Adelson and others, and they're playing to them as my opponent is already playing to them. He's one of their young guns. He has bought into their system. He tells you he's comfortable with the Washington Republicans. So you know he'll go down there and just do what they want to have done and vote for them beyond just voting to put their agenda in charge. But I'm not comfortable with what they stand for. I'm not comfortable from walking away from generations of an economic theory that says you have to invest in this country in order to have it be successful and be competitive. You know, the idea of creating jobs, or at least an environment where jobs can be created, and a strong infrastructure, good education system, good healthcare system, so people can have a decent life, per se, but we're looking for this country to be stronger. We're looking for it to be knit together. We're looking for it to have a vision and to give people an opportunity to get a great education, to be healthy, and to get a job that pays a decent wage and moves people forward. That's what we can do by making sure we spend money effectively and efficiently and wisely. We don't waste it. We need to make sure that we pay down the deficit in a balanced way. I'm not comfortable that Republicans don't want anybody at the high end to pay any more taxes. They don't even want them to go back to the rate they were paying when George W. Bush took office. And at that time, they were making more after-tax money than they'd ever made in their life. At that time, we had just finished creating 23 million jobs in the previous decade. At that time, we had a projected surplus over the next decade of $5.6 trillion, but they don't want to go back to that rate. They don't want to do it by being fair and paying their own share. They want to do it by taking away those things that all of us have a right to expect and a right to have our country do with us and move forward on. They don't want to do it by taking away tax loopholes. You know, loopholes that allow corporations to get a tax benefit to take a job overseas and build a manufacturing facility over there and not have to pay taxes if they don't bring the money home. That's their idea of going forward. And they have missed opportunity after opportunity to end that practice and realign the incentives to create jobs and manufacturing here in this country. So they're against increasing the fairness of taxes. They're against closing loopholes. They don't want to look at the military budget, which is larger than the next 10 large budgets in the world, and which witnesses in our committee have told us can certainly take a shaving in some areas and be stronger and more secure for our country because it's wasteful in so many areas. They won't do any of that. So this is an important election. This is a huge choice.